All right, guys, I'll make a quick video. I made a video in about a week. Not much going on. I was also sick. Got the flu, the retarded flu, and had a sore throat. But the big news today that everybody's talking about, kind of caught everybody off guard, is this deepseek, I guess they call it, which is kind of like a Chinese AI protocol, which people are worried about. It's going to basically dominate the AI sector. GPT and all these other ones, like they're expensive. They cost like billions of dollars to implement. Meanwhile, this DeepSeek thing, they made the thing for like $5 million, and supposedly it's running really, really well. My concern is that it's Chinese. And I've actually been on Reddit a lot today, even looking at it. Like, a lot of people just don't trust it because it could totally just be, it could basically just be a Chinese fraud company running off ChatGPT or whatever the hell you call it. Who knows if you can trust anything they're doing right now? I was actually looking, currently it's down because so many people are trying to download it. So it doesn't really seem ready for prime time. Either way, it's mainly something that's affecting tech stocks. Tech stocks are down really, really big today. I saw that Nvidia is already down 16%. Now, I really don't think this is something that would affect crypto long term. I think this is your typical, and we say it all the time on this channel, your typical throw the baby out with the bathwater, which happens in the tech sector, it happens in Bitcoin, it happens in everything. I really think right now people are like, oh God, this is going to hurt Nvidia. Because a lot of people are talking about Nvidia being kind of overinflated anyway, which it kind of was. And now people are just dumping out. And of course, if the tech stocks are dumping, that means Bitcoin's going to dump. It always happens. But if you look at it, it's kind of funny. Bitcoin was down to like $98,000. And I was like, okay, well, I guess we're going back into the sub $100,000 Bitcoin range, which is fine. God, we've been doing this for the last couple months. We're at 104. We're at 100, we're at 95, we're at 92, we're at 95, we're at 105 again, we're back under 100. And every time that happens, your altcoins take a big old hit. You got XRP under $3 now. But it's just like your typical throw the baby out with the bathwater. And as soon as things start to rebound, you're going to see XRP right back to $3.15. Now, could it be bad? Could this whole thing dump for another week or two and the tech sector gets absolutely hammered and that takes Bitcoin down with it? Yeah, I guess that could happen, but everybody selling their crypto right now is going to regret it. We know that. This isn't like something that's like Bitcoin related. It's affecting the tech stocks. It's affecting Nvidia. And it's just taking Bitcoin down with it. So I'm really not all that concerned. It sucks because I really want to see Bitcoin make its next leg up. I just ran talking about it a little bit.
GPT-01. Now, DeepSeek has already finished, whilst O1 is still coding, so it's a lot slower. And there is no option to preview this code, whereas inside DeepSeek we can actually preview the code.
So there are many of these examples on the internet of people comparing DeepSeek with ChatGPT and with all the other models, and actually on the majority of them, DeepSeek seems a whole lot better. Also, it's absolutely free, and you don't need big data centers to actually run it and to train it. In fact, this guy says try DeepSeek with my old gaming PC and it actually worked. And so you've basically got this AI model that is cheaper to train, that is completely open source and is completely free, and works very well. Just going back to it, one of the other innovations that they did was, and this is according to Chamat, so it's quite a credible source. He says, with R1, DeepSeek essentially cracked the holy grail of AIs, getting models to reason step by step without relying on massive supervised datasets. Their DeepSeek R1 experiment showed something remarkable. Using pure reinforcement learning with carefully crafted function rewards, they managed to get models to develop sophisticated reasoning capability completely autonomously. This wasn't about just solving problems. The model organically learned to generate long chains of thought, self-verify its own work, and allocate more computation to harder problems. The technical breakthrough was a novel approach to reward modeling rather than just using a complex neural reward that could lead to reward hacking where the model finds a bogus way to boost their rewards and don't actually lead to better ways. They developed a clever rule-based system that combines accuracy rewards with format rewards. This simpler approach turned out to be more robust and scalable than other reward models. So basically what you've got here is you've got the Chinese that have developed this AI model. They started from first principles, and they seem to have developed a superior model with less than 200 employees, with a cost of less than $10 million, in fact, around $5 million, and they're giving it away absolutely, absolutely, absolutely free. And so a lot of people are basically saying that this, while the US thought that the US was completely in the lead when it came to AI, and when the markets priced that the US were the leaders in AI, actually, for the second time that we know in history, America was blindsided. And I think the first time is the Sputnik moment. So Mark Andreessen from Andreessen Horowitz said, DeepSeek is DeepSeek R1 is AI's Sputnik moment. Now, what he means by the Sputnik moment is if you go...
That is an interesting thing. And the way I also see it as well, if it is legit, yeah, I mean, like the Sputnik moment. USA, with NASA going to the moon, Russia came in, basically copied all of our technology that we worked on, and they were able to go to the moon, or at least go into orbit. That could be happening. What's happening here? You know, Russia's good at hacking. They saw what we did. They saw what we were building over the last 5 years, and they figured out a way to do it cheaper. And that wouldn't surprise me, because that's kind of China's MO, right? They copy off everything the United States does, and they find a way to do it cheaper. They find a way to do it with less people. So if it is legit, yeah, it's going to hurt the tech stock, or it's going to hurt NVIDIA, but you couldn't have paid me to buy NVIDIA. Like, I thought everybody was a retard for buying NVIDIA over the last couple of months. That was like, it's like buying Bitcoin at like $200,000. You couldn't have paid me to go near it. So, you know, if it does hurt NVIDIA, it hurts NVIDIA. And if it hurts Microsoft or whatever, or these other companies involved with it, it's going to hurt them. And yeah, it's going to hurt the rest of the market. But the question is, how long will it hurt the rest of the market? For the next couple of days? For the next week? It's not going to be much more than that, guys. People are going to flood back into these markets, especially if it turns out that this deep seat, if it turns out it's not all it's cracked up to be. Right now, you have people out there saying how it's the best thing since sliced bread, but you also have people saying they can't even use it. You got a guy on CNBC today saying they might be using a bunch of U.S. NVIDIA chips to even do it, so which are not supposed to be doing because of some trade embargo. I don't think it's all cracked up to what it is. I wouldn't be surprised if in a couple of days it turns out that this deep seat, I hate saying it, it's a hard word to say. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out in a couple of days that it's not all it's cracked up to be, and you see money flowing back into these markets. But let's look at the worst case scenario, which I don't think is going to happen. Worst case scenario, the markets continue to dump for another week. Bitcoin pulls back, and eventually people are going to be like, why are we pulling out of Bitcoin, Cardano, XRP? Like, why are we even pulling out of these coins? It's stupid. Then they're all going to come flooding back in. So I would say this is a great buying opportunity, especially with XRP under $3. Like I said, I've been sick for the last week. I really haven't been paying attention. The question is, am I worried? Am I concerned? No, I'm really not. Bitcoin always goes under $100,000. There's always a reason. And I think this is going to blow over. But even if it doesn't blow over for NVIDIA and Microsoft, it'll blow over for everything else. So I see this as a buying opportunity, guys. Yeah, it sucks. You know, whatever. It is what it is. You got NVIDIA down 16%. But, you know, Bitcoin, it's just, you know, we're pushing back up to $100,000 Bitcoin. Yeah, I get it. Your altcoins got hit a lot harder, but they always do. If Bitcoin's down 5%, your altcoin's down 10, 15%. It's been like that since 2010. So I'd be looking to buy the dip. Yeah, it sucks. But I think this is going to be short-lived. Worst case scenario, even worst case scenario, crypto will recover. But I think there's something sneaky on here with this deep seat. Especially coming from China. Everything is controlled by the Chinese government, Communist Party. There's something weird, and they may be using this opportunity, Chinese investors, to crash our markets, to crash our Bitcoin and tech markets so they can get in and start buying. It could turn out this whole thing's a big scam. Anyway, guys, like and subscribe. Talk to you later.